Do you need a quick and easy supper idea? Well, if you've got a bag of frozen meatballs, I've got 4 recipes that are sure to please anybody in your family. They're all quick and simple to put together, and they are definitely delicious, and you'll have dinner ready in no time. Hey y'all, I'm Sammy, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing 4 easy dump and go crock pot recipes that all use frozen meatballs. Yes, you heard me, frozen. Or you could make them from scratch, whatever floats your boat. But sit back and relax and let me do all the cooking. Come on, let's go. Let's make some meatball stroganoff. Y'all, this one did not disappoint. It is so delicious. So into a sprayed crock pot, we are going to put a 32-ounce bag of the frozen home-style meatballs. I don't like to use the Italian ones, even in spaghetti. I don't care for them. I use the home-style. We're going to take it a packet of brown gravy mix and dump that right over the top of there. Next, we're going to take 1 packet of the Lipton onion soup mix and just drop that right on top. Then we're going to take 1 cup of beef bouillon right over the top of those meatballs and the gravy mixes. Then you'll take 1 can of the Campbell's Cream of Mushroom, or you could use the Great Value brand, whatever you got on hand. Now I'll just spoon this over the top of the meatballs. That way there's not just a big old clump right in the middle. So I like to break it apart and kind of put it over the entire top of it. Then, y'all know I love me some garlic, so I put a lot in there, but you could use about a tablespoon or so, but I usually put about 2 tablespoons. Then we're going to take a 12-ounce can of sliced mushrooms. We're going to drain those and dump those right on into that crock pot. Then we're going to season it up. Now I'm using the Kinder's buttery garlic and herb. If you have that, please use it. It is so good. But if you don't, you could always use your favorite seasonings. Then you'll just pop that lid on it, set it on low, and cook that for about 2 to 4 hours. Since my meatballs were frozen, I did the whole 4. Then you'll go ahead and take that lid off, and this is when the fun starts to happen. And I couldn't even explain to y'all the smell. It is so good. And you could always leave the mushrooms out if you don't like them either. So then you'll just get everything stirred nice together, just to make sure all that soup and the gravy mix gets well combined before you add in about a 1/2 cup to a cup of heavy whipping cream. I probably used about 3/4 of a cup, honestly. And we'll stir that together until everything is nice and creamy, because you've got to have that gravy-ish thing. Now we're going to go ahead and add in some sour cream. Now the heavy whipping cream was totally my idea. You could always use it or leave it out, but you've got to have the sour cream in stroganoff. So I put in about 4 to 5 ounces of sour cream, and we'll give that another stir together just to make sure that that sour cream is well combined in with everything else, because that sour cream, it just gives that little bit of a punch. So you've got to make sure that it is well mixed in there. Now while you're doing that, go ahead and boil 12 ounces of your favorite pasta. I'm just using rotini. You could use egg noodles if you wanted to, but the rotini holds up a little bit better. Cook that to the package directions, dump that in, and reserve about a 1/2 cup of that pasta water, because it will start to get thick. And as you can see, I used some of mine right there just to kind of bring it together more and to kind of create that stroganoff-y feel. As you can see right here, it is so nice and creamy and definitely rib sticking good, y'all. Go ahead and give this one a try. I promise you won't be disappointed, and your family's going to love it too. I can almost promise you that. Just look how good this is, y'all. Such a good home cooking meal in a hurry. Moving right along with Salisbury Meatballs. Y'all, this is so good and so easy. Into a sprayed 6-ounce or 6-quart crock pot. 6 ounce wouldn't be very big. I'm going to use another 32-ounce bag of frozen meatballs right on in there. Next, we're going to add in a 1/2 cup of diced onions. Then a 12-ounce can of the mushrooms, just sliced mushrooms, goes right in there. I did drain them. Now we're going to season it with some Kinder's caramelized onion butter. some Kinder's buttery garlic and herb, of course. Y'all know I love my Kinder's seasonings. And you gotta have the OG garlic powder. Gotta have the garlic powder, y'all. And we're gonna go ahead and throw in some onion powder as well. Then we're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And 2 packages of the brown gravy mix. You could always use the low sodium kind, but we're going to mix this in with 2 cups of water and just dump that right on over the top of everything. Now the lid goes on this crock pot, and we're going to cook this on low for about 4 hours. Once that 4 hours is up, you'll go ahead and remove that lid from your crock pot, and we're going to go ahead and stir everything together just to make sure that everything is nice and combined, and that way you get that gravy for the meatballs to come together for the Salisbury meatballs, because you've got to have that mixed together. That way you don't get a big old clump of the gravy mix or anything like that. Once you have those done, I served mine over just some homemade mashed potatoes. If you want to do like noodles or rice, it would be good that way too, but you can't beat a good homemade creamy mashed potato. And I'll have that recipe linked down below, as well as all these other ones. If you liked today's video, why don't you do me a favor and go ahead and smash that like button and hit that subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. Next up, of course, Mississippi meatballs. You can pretty much make Mississippi anything. So we're going to go ahead and take a 32-ounce bag of the home-style meatballs, of course. I don't even know if they make a smaller bag or not, but we always use the 32-ounce and have leftovers. Then you'll take 1 stick of butter. I use the salted sweet cream. Put that over there. And next up, you'll take 1 package of the au jus gravy mix. Now you could always cut that butter down to half a stick as well. Sprinkle that all over the top of your meatballs. Then you'll take 1 1-ounce pack of the ranch dressing mix and sprinkle that right over the top as well. Now a lot of people like the pepperoncini peppers, but I love the mild banana pepper rings, so that's what I use, and I just dump juice and all in there. Now this is 12 ounces. If you don't like it as tangy, only use half the jar. Now we'll pop that lid on it, and these are going to cook on low anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. Once that cooking time is up, you'll go ahead and take that lid off, and oh my goodness, my mouth is watering just thinking about how good these smelled. I love Mississippi roast, Mississippi chicken. I have all kinds of recipes that are Mississippi something. So just make sure you give these a good old stir together. And I serve these over some homemade mashed potatoes too, because you just can't beat them. And if y'all could just smell or taste these meatballs, they were so juicy and so flavorful, and it made for a good cozy meal on a cool or cold winter's day. I hope you'll give this one a try, because it is definitely the absolute best, y'all. Do me a favor and go ahead and leave me a comment below. I love talking with y'all, and become part of my YouTube family. It's absolutely free, and I would love to have y'all. So go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And last but not least, let's make some teriyaki meatballs, shall we? These are my ultimate favorite. These were so good. Into a sprayed 7-quart crock pot, we're going to take a 32-ounce bag of meatballs and place them on in the bottom. Then we'll just go ahead and spread that out a little bit, and we're going to take a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and sprinkle that right over the top of those meatballs. Next up, we'll take 1 8-ounce can of pineapple juice. For some reason, I have a habit of saying orange juice. It's not. It's pineapple juice. Right over the top of those meatballs and brown sugar. Then you'll come in with your garlic, however much your little heart desires. I always use a lot of garlic because I am a garlic fanatic, let me tell y'all. If y'all have been here a while, y'all know that. So I used probably about 2 tablespoons of the garlic, aka jarlic, but you can use however much you want, but at least a tablespoon. Then we'll take 1 full jar of the P.F. Chang's teriyaki sauce, or you could use your favorite teriyaki sauce, and I just put that whole entire jar right over the top just to make sure those meatballs kind of got a little bit over the top of them. Pop that lid on it and let that cook for about 4 hours, y'all. It is so good. I promise you, you will not be disappointed in these meatballs. Now, I went ahead and just cooked up some instant rice to have to go with this, and I also did some steamed broccoli too, which you'll be seeing here in a minute. But y'all, I can't even explain the flavor that these have. It's definitely got that Asian twist, but with a home style twist as well, if that makes sense. They are so good, so full of flavor, and your family is going to love them. Trust me on this. If y'all like Chinese, Asian foods, you are going to love these. It is so good. And like I said, I just served it over a bed of just some plain buttered rice and some steamed broccoli over the top with some fresh green onions. Now, y'all can't tell me that this just does not look appealing, because I know y'all eat with your eyes first. But these were amazing. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give me thumbs ups, leave me some comments down below, and hit that subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. It's absolutely free, and I would love to have y'all. If you are in need of prayer, please let me know down below, and I would be honored to pray for you all. And if you need some more foodie videos, check out these other two that are on your screen right now. But until next time, from my heart to yours, God bless. Bye.